Hello, history fans, and welcome back to the Shiny-Headed Historian, the show where we uncover the bold facts of history, and where I shine brighter than Paul Revere's lanterns. I'm your host, Mr. J, and today we're going to be tackling a big question. How did colonists, African Americans, and Native Americans choose sides during the Revolutionary War? You might think everyone in the colonies woke up one morning and said, yeah, let's fight the British. But nope. People had choices to make, and those choices weren't always easy. So, let's break it down. For the colonists, there were three main groups. The Patriots wanted independence. They were tired of taxes, British soldiers in their towns, and King George acting like the boss of everything. Spoiler alert, he was not invited to the Declaration of Independence signing party. People like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Paul Revere led the charge. Loyalists, or Tories as they were called in slang, stayed loyal to the British king. They thought rebellion was dangerous. Many government officials, wealthy merchants, and even some farmers feared that breaking away from Britain would lead to total chaos, like trying to organize your school locker after ignoring it for a year. And the final group is the undecideds, aka I just want to farm and not get shot kind of people. They wanted to stay out of it. They didn't care who won as long as they could keep their land, business, and livestock safe. So, colonists had their reasons, but what about other groups in the colonies? African Americans had a huge decision to make. Neither side treated them equally, but both sides needed fighters. The biggest question was, which side offered the better chance at freedom? Made a bold move in 1775 when Lord Dunmore, the royal governor for Virginia, promised freedom to any enslaved person who ran away and joined the British Army. Imagine hearing that news if you were enslaved. Over 20,000 African Americans escaped to fight for the British. They formed the Ethiopian Regiment, a group of black soldiers who wore uniforms with "Liberty to Slaves" stitched on their chests. Talk about making a statement. But not everyone trusted the British. Some African Americans fought for the Patriots, believing that an independent America might lead for freedom for all. The most famous was Crispus Attucks, the first man killed in the Boston Massacre. Yep, he was African American and Native American. Others like Peter Salem fought bravely at Bunker Hill, and James Armistead Lafayette worked as a spy, feeding fake information to the British. If there were Oscars for espionage, this guy would have won Best Actor in a Revolutionary War drama. By the end of the war, some African Americans had gained their freedom, but many were re-enslaved, especially those who fought for the British. Even the ones who helped the Patriots weren't guaranteed the freedom that they had hoped for. It was a bittersweet victory. For the Native American tribes, the big question was, which side would protect our land? Many tribes, including most of the Iroquois Confederacy, sided with the British. Why? Because Britain had promised to stop settlers from taking native lands. Of course, trusting European promises didn't always work out well for them. Other tribes like the Oneida and the Tuscarora supported the Patriots, hoping for better treatment after the war. Spoiler, they didn't get it. No matter which side they chose, Native Americans faced huge losses. After the war, even the British couldn't protect their native allies. The American settlers continued moving westward and taking more of their land. So, choosing sides in the Revolutionary War wasn't just about waving flags and yelling, "Down with the British!" Colonists had different opinions. African Americans fought for their freedom on both sides, and Native Americans tried to protect their land the best they could. In the end, the Patriots won the war, but that didn't mean everyone got what they wanted. African Americans were still fighting for freedom, and Native Americans lost even more land. It was a complicated time, and history is never as simple as a multiple choice quiz. And that's our bold fact of history for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Shiny-Headed Historian. Don't forget to like, follow, and share this episode with your fellow history buffs. Until next time, keep asking questions and digging into history.